Have you ever noticed this strange thing? Some days, you do absolutely nothing. No work, no stress, no effort. And yet, you still feel exhausted. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, but a deep, heavy tiredness. Like your energy disappeared without you doing anything to deserve it. Here's a psychology fact most people aren't ready to hear. Feeling tired isn't always about what you do. Sometimes, it's about what your mind is carrying. And once you understand this, you'll never look at rest the same way again. Because while your body may stop, your brain almost never does. Your brain never actually rests. Even when your body is still, your mind keeps running. Quietly, automatically, constantly, replaying conversations, rewriting moments, anticipating problems that haven't even happened yet. Psychology calls this cognitive load. It's the amount of mental effort your brain uses just to exist in the world. Here's what most people don't realize. Thinking consumes energy. Worry consumes even more. Your brain is designed to predict danger, solve problems, and stay alert. So when you finally sit down and do nothing, your body rests. But your mind keeps scanning, evaluating, preparing. And by the time you stop moving, your mental battery is already low. But here's where it gets worse. Most people think rest starts when movement stops. That's the mistake. Emotional fatigue looks exactly like physical tiredness. Unprocessed emotions don't disappear just because you lie down. The pressure to be productive, disappointment, guilt, frustration, the feeling that you should be doing more with your life, all of that stays inside your nervous system. Psychology shows that emotional regulation is one of the most energy-consuming processes in the brain. Holding emotions in, pushing them aside, pretending you're fine. So even during calm moments, your nervous system stays slightly activated. Not enough to feel anxious, but enough to prevent real rest. That's why scrolling, watching videos, or lying in bed often doesn't refresh you. Your body is resting, but your emotions are still working. And here's the uncomfortable part. Doing nothing doesn't mean feeling nothing. You confuse rest with recovery. Most people think rest and recovery are the same thing. They're not. Rest is stopping activity. Recovery is restoring energy. You can rest all day and still feel drained if your mind doesn't experience meaning, progress, or emotional reward. Psychology links this directly to dopamine. And dopamine isn't just motivation. It's energy. When your day lacks novelty, purpose, or direction, dopamine drops. And when dopamine drops, your body feels heavy. Your mind feels foggy. Everything feels harder than it should. That's why doing nothing all day can feel more exhausting than being busy. Passive rest without purpose doesn't recharge the brain. It slowly drains it. But most people stop here. And that's the biggest mistake. Because the real exhaustion often comes from something deeper. Your internal pressure never turns off. Highly self-aware people often feel tired for a reason they can't explain. They constantly monitor themselves. How am I doing? Am I wasting time? Should I be further in life by now? This is called self-monitoring. And it's exhausting. Even on quiet days, your brain stays in performance mode. Evaluating, comparing, measuring. You're not relaxing. You're observing yourself not relaxing. And that constant self-evaluation quietly drains mental energy. Even when nothing is happening on the outside. If that hit a little too close, good. It means you're paying attention. Your nervous system may be stuck in alert mode. If you've been under stress for a long time, your body learns to stay ready. Ready for problems. Ready for pressure. Ready for the next thing to go wrong. Psychology calls this nervous system dysregulation. You can look calm. You can feel okay. But internally, your system never fully switches off. And a nervous system that never feels safe enough to relax will eventually feel exhausted all the time. This is why rest doesn't work for some people. Their body doesn't feel permission to slow down. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. Your body follows your mind's rhythm. Energy isn't just physical. It's neurological. When your circadian rhythm is disrupted by irregular sleep, constant screen exposure, or mental overstimulation, your brain loses its natural energy signals. You don't feel sleepy at night. You don't feel energized during the day. You feel stuck in between. You're not physically tired. You're mentally misaligned. So if you feel tired after doing nothing, it doesn't mean you're lazy. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your mind is overloaded, emotionally tense, or mentally undernourished. And here's the most important takeaway. The solution isn't doing less. It's resting differently. Rest that gives your mind clarity. Rest that allows emotional release. Rest that includes meaning, movement, novelty, or connection. Sometimes the most energizing thing isn't stopping. It's engaging with life in a way that makes your brain feel safe, rewarded, and understood. And if this felt uncomfortably accurate, your brain isn't broken. It's just asking for a different kind of rest. If you want more psychology that explains the parts of yourself you've always felt but never understood, subscribe. Because the next video might explain something about your mind you've been carrying for years without ever having the words for it.